You know, one of the best things about cooking in the Delmarva Life kitchen is that chefs like Jordan are always bringing in something different. Today is absolutely no exception.
No, one of the best things is that we get to eat it.
That's one of the
Let's
best
be
things
honest
right there.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chef Jordan Lloyd, chef and owner of the Bartlett Pear, is in the kitchen with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What are we eating? I mean, making.
So we are doing, as you know, I pull from a lot of our region and our farmers. You know, we work with, I think, probably more farmers than any other restaurant in the community of the Eastern Shore. And so we're doing some Black Bottom Farms braised pork belly with potato maxim and some roasted spinach straight from our gardens.
Potato maxim.
A beautiful French technique, basically making flowers from potatoes.
Oh,
so we're going to shave them very thin and then set them in a circle. I'm going to have Jimmy put that together, and then we're going to pan fry and put in the oven.
Okay, let's go over these ingredients first.
Yes.
Tell us real quick what's in it.
Pork belly. You can do fresh or smoked and get it from your local butcher. We have a couple little shops in Easton. Our market and bakery in Easton and the Amish market have this. And it's a beautiful cut because it's less expensive than your more traditional pork cuts. And it's, I mean, and there's misconceptions about pork belly that it's, you know, more frou-frou. But it's bacon, all put together.
Tell us about the Palms Maxim.
That's all it is. And Palms Maxim is just the potato with a little clarified butter and salt. Very simple ingredients.
Very simple.
Yeah.
Very simple. And then sauteed spinach.
So what do we do?
Yeah, our pan here is smoking, so I imagine we need to get started.
So our pork belly, I would just want to show this. This is a beautiful cut of pork that we just have in the pan, and then we're going to pull that right out of the oven. We're going to cover that with stock. May I pull that out of the oven now?
Ready?
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah.
So let's pull this out, and it is so simple. You set it in just a nice stock that you can buy at the store or make at home, and it comes right out, and that's about 3 hours later, and it's as tender as it gets.
Wow.
Ooh. And then we're gonna.
Did you leave me anything to do?
Yes. So what I want you to do is just take this potato and do a couple more cuts, and you're just gonna come across that mandolin.
Just that easy.
Yep.
And minus the fingers.
Minus the fingers.
Yeah.
See,
and then
it's
we're gonna
important
set up
things
a
like
little
that I need to
flour, just around, and I already have one set here.
And when you say flour, you're designing one out of the potato slices.
That's right.
Okay.
And so we're going to put those potatoes in a bowl, toss it with a little clarified butter, and then set it into this little flour, just like this.
Oh, okay.
And then it's going to go in our pan that's already hot. I'm going to flip it over because I want that to be my presentation side.
Okay.
And then we're going to sear that, pop it in the oven a couple minutes, bring it back out, and it's going to look just like this.
This whole magic of TV thing is so cool.
I love it. I wish I had magic of TV in my kitchen.
And so now we have this beautiful little potato flour that we can work with.
That is beautiful.
Yep.
All right, you're putting it on my side. That means I'm going to do something with it, right?
It's about
I'm going to
time.
have you do the spinach. So the spinach, very simple, fresh ingredients, right out of the garden. We'll use our little clarified butter, but you can certainly use a little olive oil. Toss in your onions.
All of that?
Yep, all those.
Okay.
We can use our little spoon here, and then I like to add just like a pinch of salt into the onions.
Okay.
That brings out the moisture in the onions, and it's going to help them caramelize. Let them go for just a few seconds, and then add your spinach.
Okay.
The whole thing.
Yeah, because it cooks down.
And I like to actually just barely cook it so we retain all the nutrients of it. The reason we eat fresh vegetables is for the nutrients.
Right, right.
So, I mean, it is 10 seconds, 15 seconds. We're going to toss that around. Hit that with some salt as well, just a touch. Everyone's preference is a little different. You know, you could do no salt or heavy on the salt. And then that's it.
I think everyone agrees with me in the audience.
That's
Salt,
it.
yeah.
And then so what we've done is we made it all pretty and fancy because that's what we like to do at the Bartlett Pear. It's how we take care of our guests. So we've set the spinach in a little mold with the potato maxim on top.
Look at that.
And then just pulled the pork belly out. And let me show you how tender this pork belly is. I can pull this out and just a knife barely touching that. It's going right through it.
Right in.
You know, it's as tender as can be.
Oh,
and it's just a gorgeous thing for breakfast, for dinner, for lunch. I could eat pork belly all day, personally.
Did you hear that?
Well, I do.
If you heard that, I think it was me.
It was his stomach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put the finishing touches on this dish so that we can taste it. And we have another little surprise up our sleeves. That's next when Delmarva Life returns.
Wow, this is great.
Yeah.